Last night the Yankees lost and lost big. The biggest culprit in the loss was Sonny Gray in the bullpen imploding to allow 7 runs in the 5th inning. 2 of those runs, however, scored on a wild pitch and a passed ball, respectively. You know what that means, right? Yep, the call to move Gary Sanchez from behind the plate and the DH slot for the playoffs grows louder. From John Harper at the Daily News, suddenly a thorny problem that won't go away is once again complicating matters for Joe Girardi, perhaps forcing him to choose between his heart and his head next week. When it comes to his catcher. Joe Girardi shouldn't take that chance. Not when he can keep Gary Sanchez's bat in the lineup as the DH and have Austin Romine, a more skilled defensive catcher, behind the plate. No, Sanchez did not cover himself with glory last night, as even the wild pitch was one which I presume most catchers would have blocked better. But with the acknowledgement that Sanchez has defensive issues when it comes to blocking pitches, he leads the league in passed balls, it'd be madness to put Romine behind the plate and let him take a bat to the plate in a meaningless game, as Harper suggests. Austin Romine may be a fine young man, but he's not a major league hitter. On the year he's batting .220, .276, .295. And that's actually deceptive. Since Sanchez came off the DL in May and resumed his starting position, Romine has hit of execrable .187, .249, .241. He's a complete and utter offensive liability. He's no more a complete defensive catcher than Sanchez is either, by the way. Yes, he's a better pitch blocker, but he's only caught 3 of 28 base stealers this season, which is a 10.7% rate. Sanchez, in contrast, has a cannon for an arm and has nailed 38% of potential base stealers. If Twins pitchers would love to see Austin Romine take up one of the lineup slots for the Yankees in the wild card game, Byron Buxton would be positively over the moon to see him behind the dish if he reaches first base. While I would strongly consider putting Romine in as a defensive replacement in the event a playoff game was close, there were runners on, and, say, Dellin Betances was coming on to get a tough out, you do not give him 3 or 4 at-bats at the expense of whoever the Yankees would otherwise use as a DH. Matt Holliday, Chase Headley, Aaron Hicks in the outfield with Aaron Judge ding. Yes, it would be bad for a run to score, or a runner to advance due to a Gary Sanchez mistake. But it's far more likely that a Yankees run won't score, or a Yankees runner won't advance, if it's left up to Austin Romine with a bat in his hand. Follow @CritCalcatere. 2 days after notching his 100th RBI of the year, Rockies slugger Charlie Blackmon did it again. This time, his two-run shot off of the Dodgers' Hyun-Jin Ryu cemented his spot in the history books, lifting him to 102 RBI for the most singles in RBI by any Major League leadoff hitter. Blackmon came through for the club in the 2nd inning, tagging a 32 changeup from Ryu and postmarking it an estimated 454 feet into the second deck of the right field bleachers in Coors Field. Technically, the 31-year-old center fielder only needed 101 RBI to eclipse the standing record, which was established by Darren Erstad with the 2000 Angels. The Blast capped a 5-run lead for the Rockies, building on a pair of first-inning homers by Nolan Arenado and Mark Reynolds. Justin Turner put an end to the shutout with an RBI single in the 3rd, but the Dodgers still trail the Rockies 71 in the 5th after Trevor Story clubbed a Twerby home run of his own. The Rockies will need a win and a Brewers loss to clinch a wild card berth. Postseason or no postseason, it's been a career year for Blackmon. He entered Friday with a .328, .598, .995 batting line, including 36 home runs and a Caribous 208 hits and 14 triples. Follow @CoastFangirl.